Guys, we're here at the Belleville event in Michigan with 1188 Ravens. Last year, they were the semifinalists at both Troy Event 1 and Troy Event 2, and they've won 3 of their matches that they have played here so far at this event. They'll be talking about their intake, their wrist, and their custom-made dashboard here on Behind the Bumpers.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineer their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply. Support Fun's content creators when you sign up for a membership on YouTube Join. You'll get access to special perks like emotes, loyalty badges, and Fun members will even get early access to our scheduled videos and more. 100% of this revenue will go back to our correspondents to help recognize their efforts. Click the join button in any YouTube video to pledge your support.
So first off, we'll be covering about the wrist and arm mechanism.
All right, so the wrist and arm mechanism starts down here at the elbow joint, powered by 2 Falcon motors connected to a chain, moving it up and down so we can effectively pick off the ground and then shoot at the intake to the amp. And a big part of this was getting the snapper mechanism to hold it up during the start position so it doesn't fall out of frame perimeter. And then up here we have the wrist start connected to a belt and another Falcon motor. It moves up here, which turns the intake and shooter so we can easily adjust it when we need to shoot and when we need to pick up.
So outside of your guys' wrist mechanism, I really like your guys' shooter and intake mechanism. So you guys want to talk about that more?
My name is Ethan, and I'll be telling you about the intake and shooter mechanism. At the beginning of every match, it starts just like this, up in the air, to stay inside all of our limits. And as soon as the match starts, it goes up, drops our little jack, and then falls below our bumpers. It starts out here with 2 silicone rollers that suck it in and move it up inside this encapsulated area. It gets moved forward by our rollers here, and then weights, and then up here are 2 separate motors fire it out the top. On this we have 3 separate Falcon 500 motors, 1 to run the intake and the feeder, and 1 for each part of our shooter, so we can speed one side up and give it torque to keep our notes going straight.
Was there any difficulties or challenges that you guys inquired when fabricating, programming, or designing this mechanism?
Yes, all of the above. We had many problems with weight consideration and note compression and getting things to move correctly through it. We have added Teflon tape throughout all the inside parts to get it to move more smoothly. We've decreased the space between the top and the bottom to get our rollers to get contact at all times. And just recently, between matches, we've been playing with the orientation of our roller feeder wheels. So determining which gets us the best contact to get it out as soon as possible.
So you guys also have a really cool custom dashboard that you guys created. You guys want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So something that we invested a lot of time in software this year was creating our custom dashboard, which is built from React TypeScript. So we use this dashboard for autonomous to select what mode we want to run in real time. We can talk with our alliance partners during as we're queuing and select our auto as we're connecting to the field. So that's our autonomous dashboard. For teleop, how this works is essentially we select what our target state is for various configurations. So for scoring, we may want to choose our speaker or the amp or the trap or climb. And then we can send that state to our robot code, and use that value in our code to automate things like the arm movement and positioning on the field. And then the same goes for intaking. We can intake from the ground and source, so we can select that, and the arm will move automatically based on those selections. We can also signal co-op and amp for our human player. That changes our LEDs on the robot to yellow, orange, and blue. And we don't time at this particular competition, although, oh, and yes, I can demonstrate those co-op and amp selections right here. So I'm selecting co-op, there we go, turns yellow. And then when we select amp, turns blue. So that helps our human player know when to hit those buttons. And then we can select our climbing location, that's for auto drive as well. And we can also control things like our defended position here. This animation helps us know when our toggle is on because it's easy to forget. And then we can also hold this button here to temporarily enable that.
So what things do you guys feel like you guys want to add to the software as the season goes on?
Yeah, so at the moment, not all of these functionalities are implemented on our robot because of mechanisms. So in our future competitions, we hope to add a trap mechanism, and we'll use these states on the dashboard to allow us to automate that trap mechanism more. Same with climbing. And yeah, that's how we're hoping to improve.
Thank you guys so much for your time, and thank you guys for watching this Behind the Bumpers. We were joined by 1188, the Ravens here at Belleville.
This video on fun is brought to you by viewers like you and also in partnership with the following. Discover how Kettering University students engineer their success with Kettering's amazing co-op employment programs where students earn great pay and gain valuable experience. Those accepted into Kettering University can apply for a robotics scholarship, providing up to an additional $5,000 a year in tuition assistance. Head on over to kettering.edu/first to learn more and apply.